What'd you say the price was on the old Fitz?
This is National Bourbon Week.
You can get that in Ohio for about $30 cheaper. I don't even really want to ask.
Tell me a little bit about what this unicorn thing is. So it is National Bourbon Week, so I had to come to the bourbon capital of the country, Bardstown, and we are going to do some bourbon hunting today. First stop, always got to stop at Heaven Hill Distillery gift shop, see if there's anything special, especially on National Bourbon Week. See if we can come away with any of those allocated bottles, but some of those special National Bourbon Week bottles. I'm going to try to limit myself today to 3 bottles, and we're going to try to stay under $300. Let's see how well we can do.
Well, here we go. Well, first thing I see, that is the 2025 PGA Championship bottle. Don't know what the MSRP on that is. My guess is probably around $40. It's a small gift shop for how big the distillery is, but there's plenty in here. Oh, these are kind of cute and cool. $6.99 whiskey tube. 100 milliliters. What do they have? Evan Williams, Bernheim, Larceny, Pikesville, Elijah Craig. Not a bad deal for 100 milliliters if you're just trying for a sample. This used to be a Kentucky only bottle. Now we're starting to see it pop up all over the place. Always got to look at what the dates are. Bottled on April 2nd, 2025. Barreled in 2016. No special dates to me there, but anybody date hunters? The grain to glass looks like they've got the rye and the bourbon. Didn't see the wheated. Does not look like they have the wheated today. That I believe is the red label. Prices on that $104.99. Haven't had any of them yet. And then your general old lineup. Larceny, Heaven Hill, Elijah Craig. Larceny Barrel Proof Batch A125, C924 Barrel Proof. Man, would hope that we could luck into a C923. Doesn't look like it's going to be the case today. Mellicorn, Rittenhouse Rye, a private barrel selection Rittenhouse. This is barreled in 2020, so just about 5 years old, probably 5 years old. And then this is probably the coolest t-shirt out there in my mind. I don't know, might have to get one of those before we leave. And then Five Brothers. So over here, Elijah Craig Straight Rye, Toasted Barrel, Pikesville Rye, Fighting Cock. That one always makes me laugh because I'm a child. 103 proof. Haven't had it. Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 103 proof. Very simple. I don't know, maybe we get that and just do a funny review. We're gonna pass on some bottles here at Heaven Hill. I'm gonna try to be good today. I told you 3 bottles and under 300, maybe under 400 today. So we're gonna pass at Heaven Hill, nothing spectacular, but let's see if we can find something at our next stop. So the second stop, this is the first liquor store on the hunt. We're gonna be right downtown here in Bardstown. We're gonna be popping in to Evergreen Liquors, one of my favorite spots to stop anytime I'm in Bardstown. Let's see if they've got anything cool. So if you didn't know, they've got a bar, a tasting bar, right up front when you come in. Wednesdays half price. And also right up front, glass case, Penelope out and about, wheated, $34.99. $34.99 on the rosé cask. Bardstown was just pouring at the barbecues, brews, and bourbon event in Canton for Bardstown. Ran into Bruzel there. Peerless, Russell's Reserve Single Barrel, $89.99. Tyrone K. Cox's Evergreen Pick. Calumet 15, 16.
Old Louisville. This is Chapter 9, $200. Angel's Envy Rye Cellar. Oh, all the Buckners and Augusta. Pretty good Bardstown lineup. And then those World Whiskey Society. Ducks Unlimited, the Shotgun Shell, Unicorn Bottle, Hunting Unicorns. And then another Calumet, that's the Decanter, $325, $250 for old granddad. So, single barrel end cap. Rittenhouse, they've got that Bardstown single barrel, which is 122 proof. Bourbon 30, it's that time, 100 proof. Elijah Craig 9-year, 8-year, and another 9-year, and $80 for that. Is this a 6-year rye or is this a regular rye? It is a 4-year rye, bottled on the in 2022. Okay, so that's a little older. Nulu Maple Brulee, these are fantastic. Very cool experimental finish. Hard to beat a Green River single barrel, 125.6 proof, Yellowstone, and then Elijah Craig single barrel. All right. How are you today?
Good, how are you doing?
Doing well, thank you. Can you tell me a little bit about what this unicorn thing is?
These are wonderful unicorns right over here. We try to get product out every day when we have it. These little guys go hiding somewhere in the store. You don't have to move anything. You might want to look at a little angle. But if you find one, you can buy one of those bottles that we'll have sitting up there.
And what are the prices on those?
We do it at MSRP. This, I believe, is $79. Let me double check this.
Oh, good. All right, I guess we're unicorn hunting today here.
$59.99.
$59.99. All righty. Thank you.
Thank you. Have fun. Happy hunting.
Thank you. Well, I guess we got to look through the store for some unicorns. Okay, while we're looking for unicorns, let's also look at what they've got on the shelf. The new Yellowstone small batch, did a review on that. You can check that out on the top right corner if you're interested. 4 branches, Lucky 7, Milam Green unabridged, $99. Blueprint whiskey. I believe this is a Kentucky only. Yeah, it says right there, Dub branded. This is batch 1. I think they've named it Old Steelhouse now. Filmland Spirits. Had a couple of people ask me about this. Has anybody tried this before? Quadra Force. It's a Kentucky. There's a whole lot going on that label. 94 proof. This one's looks like cast strength, 114 proof, $75. C924, A125. HK Young. This is, I believe, Bardstown Toasted. Maybe it's Green River. I just know that it's coming from that branch of bourbon. RD1, pretty much the whole flavor lineup. Biven Tucker, Paul Sutton. 3-chord. Mary Dowling. This is a brand that's kind of flown under the radar for me. Finished in tequila barrels. $69.99. Hazelbaker. We're going to go visit Chase at Nulu a little bit later on today. Double Oak Peerless Toasted is $99.99. That's a great price on the Double Oak at $89.99 as well. Bourbon's First Lady. There's Old Blue Ribbon Bourbon out of Eminence, Kentucky. 90 proof, produced by them. That's a new one to me. $55.99. And then Starlight, Dexter, the rest of the Calumet. Cooper's Craft. Buffalo Trace, $29.99, right next to the Traveler. $36.99. Double Oaked. And then all the Beam products. Oh, here we go. $17.92 Bottle and Bond single barrel. Bonded Barton number 1. $39.99. It's actually a good price, and I don't have a bonded anymore. Hidden over here. More Peerless Double Oak, the Bardstown Origin Series. If you're gonna go with one, go with the high wheat. This is the best of the 4 in my mind. That'll stack up to Weller Antique 107. You can check out that video that I did a blind with that on the top right of your screen. So we're at Evergreen Liquors. Let's go look for some unicorns. Staff's pick. Oh, we were just talking about Old Steelhouse, so this must be the next batch. Batch number 2, $79.99. Carmen's pick is this Larceny single barrel from Deatsville. I've been hearing that Deatsville's the place to be. Did you pick that?
I helped.
You helped it.
Great. I love it.
Love me a good Larceny pick. All right, let's look for some unicorns here. More bourbon here on the end cap. Old Ingram, 4 Branches, Wild Turkey, Early Times, Screw Top, which is not the black Screw Top though. All right, hidden in plain sight. I'm gonna guess it's not over there. I do need something to drink here. Oh, what's this? Well, here we go. We found one. Woohoo! What does the pink one get me?
That, you get your choice between
Oh, I can choose.
or the Blanton.
I'm gonna go full tater mode, and we'll go with the Blantons.
Yay, tater juice.
Let's
There we
go.
go.
Thank you.
Would you like the picture for the wall of fame?
Oh, for sure. And it's an L.
Yay, good job.
Thank you.
An employee pick.
Yes, I just saw that over there. I will go with that one as well. So I'll take them both, please.
$39.99 on that one.
Yeah, you can't hard to beat that price.
Not at all.
$39.99 on the bottle and the bond and Blanton's. Man, that price, the MSRP just keeps going up on that. But
Fortunately,
everybody's after it.
do you have a loyalty card?
I don't think I do.
I'm going to get you one so you can earn some points.
Please and thank you. Might as well get a loyalty card.
Absolutely. It earns points super fast and you can flip them for dollars. $127.18.
Perfect. 127.18.
And would you like a receipt for evidence?
Yes, please and thank you.
All right. Still got your Blantons in sport mode.
Yes.
there.
Thank you so much,
for
Carmen.
coming. We'll see you next time.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. So, a pretty successful stop at Evergreen's. 2 bottles. Got that Blanton's and the Bottle and Bond 1792 store pick, $127.18. That's under my $300 threshold, but I may have to adjust how many bottles we're buying today. That was 2 out of my 3. We're gonna pop over across the street to the Blind Pig, see if they've got anything special. That guy thinks he's kind of cool. Super cool. All right, let's go check out the Blind Pig. Here we go. Bourbon, the Blind Pig Bourbon Market. Sorry, we're closed. But it says it's open. Well, maybe we'll try back in a little bit. So while we're waiting, I figured I might as well tell you that the Blantons will do that as a Patreon giveaway here, or maybe in an upcoming live stream. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, because we've got more bottles to give away here as we're moving through the month of June. It is National Bourbon Week. We're almost to National Bourbon Day. Might as well pass on some of that bourbon goodness. So head on over to the Patreon or YouTube membership program, hit that join and subscribe button if you want to be part of that. And let's go jump in. Looks like she's back. They're open. Let's go see. How's it going? All canned cocktails, $5. I'm gonna pass on that. Plenty of bitters. Actually, I've been looking for some chocolate bitters, so I might
I might grab that, actually. Oh, I've never been in here before, so this is pretty cool. Some merch up front. Bottles already won. That is the Ambarana 10-year, $299.99. French Oak, $74.99. Excuse me. There's that Filmland Spirits again, a little bit more of them. So rye, small batch. Heaven Hill Grain Glass, saw that over at Heaven Hill. Old Overholt, only the bottle and bond section. Love me a good bottle and bond. Ben Holiday, 6-year soft red winter wheat. AD Laws, the rye. Love the folks over at Laws. Larrikin bottle and bond, one of my favorites, $98.99. McTavish, these are cute. $20.99 for the small batch, small batch. They've got even some mini bourbon creams, pot still. Ammunition, I've seen this a couple times. Finished in Cabernet Sauvignon barrels. I probably didn't say that right. $43.49. Gentleman's Cut, excuse me. Left Bank Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 99 proof. This is a new one. Bottled in Louisiana, distilled in Kentucky, 99 proof. Where's this coming from? At least 2 years old. Okay. Well, moving on. Old Hillside, this is a new one to me as well. 4-year, The Last Ride Straight Rye Whiskey, distilled and aged in Indiana. Barrel name Isaac Murphy. Blended from corn, rye, malted barley. 4 years old. A bunch of Jefferson's Inclusion brand. Include Me, Kentucky Whiskey. 92 proof, $69.99, produced and bottled by Divine Spirits in Lexington. Whistlepig 15, oh, proofed with Liquid Death, limited edition. I have not seen that one before. And the Boss Hog, the 11, $599.99. Love Blue Notes Crossroads. That's a good one to check out if you like French oak. That'd be very similar to the Penelope Architect. Here's that Mary Dowling we were just talking about across the street. There's a winter wheat one, toasted double oak barrel, $150.99, and this is $72.99. Bourbon Rabbi. I've seen these in the stores before, and oh, it's one signed too. Weird that the label's on the side. Remus 7, 8, $105.99. Great price. That's right at MSRP. Some stores do mark that up, so good price here at the Blind Pig. Magnus. This is just the regular sherry, and then the Bourbon Club. $126.99. I know Bruzel says that the bourbon cream from Buffalo Trace is the best, but I will fight and say Middle West has the best bourbon cream. $25.99, affordable as well. So if you're looking for bourbon creams, that's a go-to. I'd love to see Cedar Ridge, Iowa in Bardstown. Oh man. Calumet, Garrison Brothers, Bardstown Collaboration Series. This is the Goose Island, $173.98. Those are definitely pricey when it comes to the collabs. They've got some Scotch. Pretty good selection for a small store right downtown in Bardstown. A Blue Run Pepper in 1796. Love the pepper lineup. Very old Barton. And then the Willet. Looks like you could get 2 for $5. Tastings in at 5:30 daily. Oh, and before we bounce, there's the Calumet 18-year. They got the Remus Trilogy, which I believe is the 5, 6, and 7.
The 5 is the best out of that bunch in my mind. And then some store picks. Coal Pick, Lincoln Pinch, and some Moonlight. Mayhem. Cute little store. All right, grab the bitters because I need some chocolate bitters. That ran me about 13 bucks. Not going to count that against the Bourbon Hunt budget. I don't know if that's the rules or whatever, but on to the next place. Real quick, before we get back to the Bourbon Hunt, let's talk about something that we have all dealt with before. Hangovers. If you're a fan of bourbon, I'm going to venture a guess you've had a rough morning or two, all because of a hangover. I know I've had a lot more than I care to admit. That was until recently because of these lifesavers right here. I present you Hanglite Gummies. They're packed with stuff like DHM and milk thistle, which help your body bounce back and recover faster while you sleep, so you have a much better morning after a night full of drinking. These are no chemicals. They are full of natural ingredients that help support liver health, as well as limit that brain fog that you usually have a night after, or the day after, a night full of drinking. If you did want to give these a try, there is a 10% off code in the link in the description below. Just use code Brandon10. That'll get you that 10% off. Now let's get back to talking about bourbon. So we're at stop number 4 of the day. This liquor store number 3, Keystone Liquors. It's on the east side of Bardstown. You can even see a few of those Lux Row rickhouses out there as well. I've heard around Bardstown that the old Fitzgerald 7 has dropped. So fingers crossed, maybe we get some National Bourbon Week luck with this one. So let's go pop inside and see what they got. Well, here we go. Well, they greet you right up front. Buffalo Trace, Weller's Special Reserve. Damn, that's pretty high. $59.99. You can get that in Ohio for about $30 cheaper. Right about the same as the Buffalo Trace. So again, the second time I'm seeing this. Inclusion brand. Backed by tradition, blended in culture, further unifying a world where we can all... I will say I like the messaging on that. Benchmark. Calumet 16, the Nerve 8, Jack 12 at $299.99, a little out of my price range. Oh, they've got a bunch of stuff up top. $500 for the Four Roses and the Master's Keep, Stag Junior, $219. Eek.
It's possible you already have it.
Star Hill Farm, we just did that review. Top right of your screen if you want to check out that. $250 though. Oof. Looks like they got a hodgepodge of things all over the place. Heaven Hill Grain of Glass again. 12 years in the sweet wheat. Damn, that's expensive at 150 bucks. Monks Road. Some of those gift sets and kind of offshoots. Hey, Decade Rye Cognac cask from Larrikin in a single barrel. Those are priced well in Thornbush. I just heard about the bond from Patreon member Keith. 4-year-old, bottled in Frankfurt, distilled and aged in Indiana, so MGP. I'm assuming that's what this is as well, but a 7-year-old, yep, MGP. Evan Williams area. Nice beer cave. Let's see what they've got on the shelf. Uh-oh. Weller Antique 107, $129.99. Small batch aged Taylor. At least they have them on the shelf. I'll give them credit for that. Toasted rye whiskey. Oh, this is the best price I've seen on the toasted rye so far. That's a hell of a price on both the toasted and the double oak. Kind of baffling, the pricing here. Early Times Bottle and Bond again. This is the Sazerac Spirits of French Lick, the Weeder straight bourbon whiskey. Haven't seen that out and about. That's a new one to me, or at least the bottle itself. I know of Spirits of French Lick, just haven't seen that one itself. Blue Note, Penelope, Old Pepper, $17.96. Second time we've seen the McTavish today in the Fighting Cock at 1649. All right, let's keep going. Booker's 2501. Knob Creek Rye, the 10-year. Single barrel 12-year, $69.99. And it looks like we've made it to the hodgepodge section. A little bit of everything. Jack barrel proof. Saw this in the Bruzel hunting video. I've never seen that before either. A white corn whiskey. Club Blue. Kentucky small batch for those UK fans. And then the Orphan Barrel, $199.99. Elijah Craig barrel proof A125, $74.99. I do not see what we came to find. That's okay. And I don't know how I missed the Eagle Rare 10 over here. How you doing?
Is there anything else for you?
Unless you're hiding an old Fit 7 back there somewhere.
Well, actually, we got one that somebody didn't pick up. So they're $63.99. Are you interested?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
$63.99. That's perfect. Thank you. That is why you always ask if they've got anything in the back. Here it is. Well, it even has the bag, too.
There you go.
$63.99.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day in Bardstown.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
And here's your receipt.
Oh, thank you much.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. Success. Walking away with Old Fit's 7-year decanter, right about MSRP, which is $60. I'll call that a great success. Big shout out to the folks over at Keystone Liquors. Just another reason why you always ask to see if they've got anything in the back. We're about $100 short of that bourbon budget for the day today, but we did meet the bottle budget. I say let's go check out one more store and head on home. So this is gonna be our final stop of the day today. Stop number 5, liquor store number 4. We've already had a pretty successful day so far. It is hot though, man. It is hot, it is humid. I need a second shirt on a day like today. We're at Bourbon Home Liquors. Cool looking sign. That wasn't the name on the Google Maps or Apple Maps, but let's pop in and see what they've got. So, walk inside. Oh, another Old Fitz. What's the price? And then we got the Wild Turkey 8-year. Remus 8 is $129 with the 2024 release. Another Old Fitz. What did you say the price was on the Old Fitz? Oh.
$119.
119. 119. That's double the MSRP. That's gonna make me guess that the rest of this is as well. Yeah. 190 on the Old Forester barrel strength rye. Single barrel, $52.99. Not a bad price on the Saffel. $64.99. We just bought one of these down the street for $20 cheaper. So, Baumburgers. This is last year's release. Same with the Shanks. Those are both secondary pricing. Four Roses. Knob Creek Store Pick. Knob Creek 12-year, 18 years, $199.99. That's actually not terrible. So, the Bourbon Aisle, pretty well organized, I'll say that. Got a bunch of the Nulu, the Toasted, Hazel Baker. We're gonna do a review on this here coming up as well. Beams 8 star. Is that like a ancient age 10 star? More of the Blueprint and Old Steelhouse. I've heard people raving about this. I don't do pineapple, so that's gonna count me out. But hey, I'm not gonna yuck your yum. Four Roses. We'll say it is pretty organized. Early times. Did we got any of the black caps? Nope. Nope. $31.99 for that liter. Rebel 6. Evan Williams Bottle and Bond, Blue Run, small batch, 4 branches. All right, more over here. Start on this side. Peerless Toasted. Yeah, prices here are much higher so far. This is just on the north side of downtown Bardstown. 15 year, that's not a bad price though. 16 is 150 bucks. So you can find some gems here. Curly's not a bad one as well. Whistle Pig, Chicken Cock, the Booker's, $109.99 for $25.01. That seems to be sitting everywhere I'm at. Green River. Nothing that really jumps out to me. Never Say Die. This is the bourbon. We just did a review on this if you want to check that out. Go to my shorts section. Just posted that just a few days ago. Very delicious. I love Frank August. Buckner's 10. This is 125.4. And then just a bunch of other stuff down here as well. Bower Hill, Resilient, the Representative, $52 for the barrel proof. And there you go. We got everything up here. BTAC, there's that Old Fitz Bottle and Bond again. Calumet 18. Pappy, King Kentucky. I don't even really want to ask. Yeah, so we're not going to ask. But hidden gems in the store. We got a cask strength 13th Colony. I don't see a price tag on it. That'd pretty much be the only thing I'm interested in if it was the right price. But these are about $20 over what they should be. So, and the Bardstown Carter series, this was a good one. So, oh, and the Forbidden. I got to hang out with Marianne Eves and try this. Pretty good whiskey, 6 years old, I believe. It's a wheated bourbon. Bottle's beautiful, but you're paying for the bottle. End cap over here with all the Kentucky Owls, with the Wiseman, Buzzard's Roost, Elements. This is a good one. That is honey finished Amburana, I believe, from Redline, or that's just the Amburana. So 3 chord, you got your Fireball, and Ancient Age 90. Bardstown Home Bourbon. So all of that was at secondary pricing, out of my price range, and I'm not going to promote spending that much money on some of those bottles when you can find them at even a couple of the stores around here for about $20 to $30 cheaper, if not a little bit more than that. As far as the bourbon hunt, I'd call it a success. We got 3 bottles. That was right in line with the budget. We were at $195 after tax. That is today. Got 2 what I would call unicorns and another good bottle with that bottle and bond, $17.92 at a great price for $39.99. Happy National Bourbon Week. Continue to keep an eye on the channel. We've got more bourbon hunts on the way. I'll be traveling over the next couple of weeks, hunting in several different states. So don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss out for when those drop. And don't forget to smash that like button. If you're a fan of bourbon, it is National Bourbon Week. What's not to like about that? Huge shout out to the Patreon members that you've been seeing scrolling right there on the side of your screen. We're back in that next video. If you like this bourbon hunt, you're going to like some of the other bourbon hunts right there on the top right of your screen.